Yo, give it up for map number 2 and give it up for the raids. Thank you to the raids for the main channel and for Amped Next Gen. That means that we are the last Crossfire standing here for map number 2. Chicken Coop taking map number 1, and now we're going into Mahali Molly's map pick of Nuke. Map they're quite familiar with. They play quite a lot, and it's looking like we're going to get a nice fast upper push. Mini already smoked off. Wreckmeister waiting for the push out through Squeaky. A whole lot of pressure hut though, so this one could be quick and decisive. Omu gonna be in through Mini. Oh, Wreckmeister's already got him pinned. No, he doesn't.
No,
Omu with the kills, and it's crazy. Holly and Molly bring it down to the 2 versus 2, and Chicken Coop aren't really here. Crisp coming in through heaven, and Jared is going to arrive, but they're gonna arrive to not even a bomb plant and just shut down Holly Molly.
I find it the most weird that Omu is the last guy standing in that scenario. I thought totally Omu was just going to walk out and get one tap, but no, they were somehow the last person standing in that scenario. That's crazy.
Yeah, Wreckmeister was right on him in the smoke, and he just so perfectly dodged it. Now that's not going to feel great.
But I mean,
the upgraded
no bomb
pistols
plant.
now for Holly Molly.
Bingo, yep. Just 2 Deagles and a Tech 9. Just that mini smoke deployed, so Wreckmeister here looking to get some money into the bank. Doesn't find a kill, at least Drop will find emblems. And so...
I heard that Glock burst.
Mm-hmm.
It's... Oh, flashy T! The D goes huge in mini! Oh my gosh, he's good for another? This is looking scary now for Chicken Coop. And this is looking so scary.
Yeah. Guns to be found, and Omu also has full HP, so Flash still sort of limping away on this, but I mean, regardless, it's expensive. Panic asking questions of lobby, it seems, and Flash might just walk into it.
I don't know if I'd want to walk into Flash after that. That is a scary Deeg after 3 kills. Just being in perfect positioning.
Still though, 10 HP.
10 HP. But we can see Panic just kind of wandering around this upper area as Holly Molly clear out lobby once again. Oh, this could be dangerous. There we go. The last little bit of HP finally ticks away. It's just Omu left standing.
Yeah.
I mean, Holly Molly...
Go ahead.
Oh, Holly Molly definitely made a mess of this Chicken Coop CT side. Oh my goodness. Omu's still going. Picks up the MP9. Don't know if he's going to end up having time to use it, though. That bomb, he's out of time to plant it, so...
Well, now you die after.
Wait,
happy about.
Wait a minute. I've never considered that. Oh, these shots are just filthy. 1, 2, peeks out heaven, just barely finished off. But that is something I've never considered. If you plant after time, get killed after time, can the CT team also defuse an invalid planted bomb? Like, you have 5 seconds.
I don't know if it's possible, to be honest. I don't know if it is or not. I can't say we've ever experienced that. It's such a niche scenario, I feel like. But everybody operating on full AKs besides Sweet Tea. Nick using this Deagle this round because that one player survived after time, then got killed. So it was Omu.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of eco damage caused by the Deagles, so that is something that Holly Molly can be happy about. They do manage to win this nearly full buy, then they'll have themselves a good amount of rounds to roll into just with the bank account, but already the HP not looking too great. 4 versus 3, and Omu and Flash combining with the HP of about 1 full player.
Yeah. I don't know. That's sort of the way that Nuke goes sometimes. Just these like random fights, those wall bangs. I'm not sure where on the map they actually died though, but I think it looked like Panic found a double before getting traded out by Omu. But I mean, now there's no smokes left to play with. just a molly and a flash list for these T sides, and now they're sort of just inclined to go mini. Being loud about this, dropping fake vent. Wreckmeister will kill him from heaven. And easy slate for Chicken Coop, just keeping them all alive. Besides Panic, which opened up that round with that double.
Well, that's basically the worst possible result. Only one kill for Holly Molly means the money is going to be reset for them, and Chicken Coop allowed to build up the bank account. We've got Take Flight in the chat, who are going to hear this in about a minute and a half or so. Again, Chicken Coop, the former Take Flight lineup, plus Wreckmeister. So they should be happy to see their boys successful. And they're continuing to be successful here in the... I was about to say Take Flight Eagle Masters. I don't know where that sequence of words came from. The Crossfire Season 3. Holly Molly do get the bomb down, and some good kills coming into this one with the upgraded pistols. Is it going to be enough? Omu on low HP. Jared, spotted the shadow on one side, but he's getting played with. Omu could have had that, but really winning the pistol rounds and getting blown out of the water on the rifle rounds. That's just the NACS way.
Yeah, I mean, regardless, this is Chicken Coop walking away with a 4-0 lead to start this off, especially something you want to see on CT Nuke. You definitely want to string together a lot of rounds, get this easy early economy getting built up. We see an AWP on Crisp now, and yeah, I don't know. I think the pistol rounds are looking a little bit better for Holly Molly just because they're all grouped up together. When they start playing more defaults and getting a little separated, that's where I feel like tend to struggle more in rounds, when they can't just be a giant trade ball going through each other. So we're going to have to see how this rifle round plays out. We got Flash taking down Panic already as they can get down into the secret position early.
Flash is looking good outside. A lot of these kills, he's got 4, and 3 of them came from just being perfectly positioned outside and being set up to blast away with the Deeg. Clearly comfortable in this climate. Holly Molly, though, now starting a round off with the man advantage as we get into the mid-round and slow things down a bit.
Yeah, Drop going back to this fake vent position. I think they were spotted there playing previously, so I wonder if it comes down to it. They double clear that again. It's looking like they're just trying to play this slow, maybe trying to find another overextension. We still have looking like a player in garage, 2 towards red, and then 2 in lobby. Maybe trying to set Flash up to find this heaven player.
Chicken Coop have receded, just tucked so far back in. They've lost their one player, and now they're giving up so much of the map to Holly Molly. But Holly Molly almost don't know what to do with it. They're so confused, so they boost Flash up to heaven and send Wreckmeister down to hell. Drop CS able to get one back, but it's not going to be enough here. 2 versus 4, and Chicken Coop have lost that A-bomb site. Will be planted, and just Jared coming in from lobby, forming the tip of the spear. Maybe this might be the round to save. A 2 versus 4 is a pretty difficult situation to battle back from. We can see Jared just looking for fights. He's finally given one, but Emblem will win it in the end. Oh, peeks out just past Squeaky. Crisp here with the AWP. Nade goes wide. It does look like that AWP is going to be chased down. Holly Molly want to take this back. They've got one for Omu. They don't want to let Chicken Coop keep this. Nade flies in, does good damage, but it's not enough to stop Crisp. The AWP gets his first, but will be traded out, and Emblem will take that weapon away. Holly Molly win their first.
Yeah, I'm a little scratching my head at that decision from Chicken Coop. I mean, 2v4 already. Your money is honestly looking a lot of rough. You've had a lot of rebuys in these previous rounds, so I think you had 2 players alive with, 1K and 2K between them both, and they both go down. So now you got a lot less which you could have operated with. We literally see, I think, a CZ and a smoke is one of the buys of these Chicken Coop players here. So
yeah, they've been doing a lot of eco damage round after round. So to see Chicken Coop forced back onto the MP9s is not that big of a surprise. Oh, Wreckmeister playing from behind red, able to get the drop on Flash. Trade out of Omu, but look at how far down he's lit. Down to 12 HP. Will make this round a little bit difficult, but the AWP doesn't care if it's full health. or just a scratch. Meanwhile, Larry Wick playing from behind, playing from within lobby, able to pick off one as well. Drop pushed away, and well, this fight should fall off.
Yeah, but look at we got a player pushing out towards Secret. I know we had a previous player playing in Glaive, so retaking that outside control is kind of big for Chicken Coop here. Now they know that they're inclined to at least do a lobby hit here. Maybe walking towards ramp. I think we see a player down towards outside heaven, maybe looking for a walk around through hell. But it's just Crisp with a scout to hold down this ramp position. As Crisp will find the headshot onto Sweet Tea though, and get away from that. So now it's a 3v3, and now things get interesting. The information's given that they're going B. So a bomb plant potentially to be had. We got a player sitting in this single door position, waiting to hear that bomb go down. But Holly Molly's aware of this. They know that the CTs can read through this. So Jared lets out a Molotov Sing on the double doors. Drop is still waiting here on the single door. And there comes a swing. The MP9 spray won't be able to find anything. So bomb down in the 3v3 retake. There goes Larry. And Crisp with the no-scope will find him. And now it's just Omu. 12 HP in a dream on this op. And Crisp with the no-scope will close it out before they burn. So now it's Jared left to defuse this bomb. And that'll be the 5th for Chicken Coop.
Holly Molly playing these rounds so judiciously, so slowly, so carefully. They're clearing out everything. And a few rounds now we've seen open up with a pick out of Holly Molly, where Chicken Coop then go, okay, we'll pull back, and they lure Holly Molly into false sense of security. Everything goes quiet before finally crescendoing at the end. It's working out well. We kind of saw a little bit of that on Ancient as well, where Holly Molly would get to go aggressive first, and then Chicken Coop would have to play for the later rounds. Although starting off this one, it's going to be 2 for Holly Molly, so definitely a tough round to battle back from for Chicken Coop.
Yeah, taking their destiny into their own hands, deciding to push these fights, not letting them just get walked down, letting Chicken Coop take all the space they want. Decided to do proactive plays here now. So you got 5 players all alive. I mean, 4 of them fully healthy. Emblem now just sort of limping away, and now Flash will find Wreckmeister fully turned, as they can now just walk and take whatever space they want. It's looking like 2 Panics still in this hut position. I think Jared's on ramp, but just Holly Molly taking their time, clearing each corner. And Omu finds Panic, and now it is a 1v5 now for Jared queued up. Definitely looking to hold on to this AK. Currently sitting 1-5, so not having a bad game at all, but probably just forced to save this one now.
Yeah, I don't see much coming from this AK, and my worry is that saving in this spot could make him a target. The other worry is Holly Molly now are starting to make a bit of a run, get a bit of a foothold on their T side. So that could lead to, in the coming rounds now, Chicken Coop are going to be down on money once again. So Holly Molly likely to win at least one more off the back of this, if not more.
I mean you're keeping 5 players alive now, so obviously that's plenty of money. And look at the util still left over from this Holly Molly squad. So now you only have to buy another Flash from Molotov into this following round. So realistically, you're only losing a handful of $100 from each of these players now. So definitely an easy runway to have a very strong T economy.
Yeah, this is going to get worrying really quickly. There's not even much money on Chicken Coop to pick up primary weapons, whether they be MP9s or FAMASs. We can see Crisp and Panic have bought into this round, but the buy is not strong. And it is Nuke, so it is a map where those lower level of weapons do have their opportunities to get active, but again, with what we've been seeing, Holly Molly, a lot of outside play, a lot of successful outside play. Chicken Coop have been pretty forced back. Already, big push outside and drops 5-7. Good for 2. Trades out of Sweetie and Flashy T to keep Holly Molly even. As everything goes quiet once again, these smokes now will have to fade before we see much more action.
Yeah, that's always an interesting part about these outside smokes is that a lot of times these T side players will, use them sort of not as portals, but they'll lurk into a garage with them or lurk in a mini with them. And so the CTs this time deciding to use that against them. And it's just funny how sometimes everybody can use the smokes in different ways to their advantages, walking through them and walking back around. So especially when you get a glaive smoke out for CTs with those cross smokes, it gets a lot weird a lot quickly, and that's how Drop was able to find 2 kills there with just a pistol. So still a 3v3 had to be had here. 30 seconds now left on the round clock. Wreckmeister reveals their position. Woof.
Okay. 5.7s are good. I know that. Oh my goodness. A little bit of
Hello.
surprised meeting in secret. Flash will come out to the better of that one. There's 2 AKs left standing on the side of Chicken Coop. And I called this buy desperate at the start. Now it's looking like Holly Molly going to be the ones desperate. Jared going to peek out from behind pillars and has himself an easy time chewing right through Flash ET. Chicken Coop demolish Holly Molly in response to losing their eco.
I'm
feel
surprised
like
they get the bomb down there.
a pack of pistols and MP9s more than enough. I mean,
NICS. The pistols win, the full guns don't. But I feel like that's the best way to play pistol rounds is use the pistols in a chaos manner, not as in a stack manner. I feel like everybody uses pistol rounds as just like, let's get it over with. Let's just do a lobby crunch, and maybe if we're lucky, we get 2. I mean, any round could be won. Doesn't matter what you have, and as long as you play it right. So yeah, looping through these smokes, making sure you're trading all your players. Sitting in little ratty, little crazy off angles. That's how you get it done with pistols. I mean, it's not. It's never not able to win a round. Oh, the head spotted though, and Omo
peekaboo
drops
crisp.
early.
I mean, once
Yeah,
again,
and Jared-
Holly Molly starting off with a man advantage.
Yeah, Jared 6-1 successfully boosted up here. Now looking at the KD of other Chicken Coop players, 2 players now are on the funny number.
They're still there.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
This is I love playing this position on Nuke when it gets into the late round. It's for that Drop is playing. This is an uncommon cleared angle here because as long as Squeaky's not broken, they sort of walk past it. But Drop reveals their position, a fake dink onto them, still walking around with 89. That Molotov will get him out there, still able to live another day. So keeps this, one-man disadvantage at least doable. We still see Jared boosted on this box. Haven't moved yet. Great patience there from Jared, and it might pay out as we see the rest of these T's in this rank position. Oh, but he gets cleared. He only finds the 1.
That is heartbreaking. 2 versus 3 when it should have been a whole heck of a lot better for Chicken Coop. Drop able to recover the AWP from Umu inside of Vent. Molly going to stop him from getting involved in this. Oh, the door opens up. There's a player up in heaven. Larry Wick able to defend against this, and it's just Wreckmeister in the 1 versus 2. Spots the first player behind pillar. Sviti here to convert the round. Will do so. And Holly Molly. Again, we're just trading rounds.
Yeah, but I mean, good job there from Holly Molly though, because you still had the idea of mind, the peace of mind to clear those boosted boxes. Because even though it was so late into the round, it wasn't guaranteed that somebody wasn't there. So still playing the game right, clearing all your corners will give Holly Molly that round conversion there. So Flash spots that scout now. Oh, and drops Wreckmeister through that smoke. So now the Africa position isn't able to be played from. Chris also let that shot ring out. So they know at least 2 or 1 player is still outside with the scout. They know they're up against a force buy here. So now they got to just slow down, group up, and figure out if they've stacked a position or not. Larry.
Don't die to the 5.7s again.
Yeah. A drop on top hut. Like Elmbum's watching that hut walk out. Larry, I think, is tasked with making sure nobody pushes ramp, from what it seems. It's looking like they're maybe doing some sort of anti-flash setup. I think that's the purpose of him staring at the wall a few times.
Can I also just mention, every time we see this AK, it makes me, it reminds me that 100 Thieves is back. Right? Like, that's a good thing. It'll be really interesting to see how they evolve. Coming from no VRS, but 5 extremely talented players.
Yeah, I mean, it might be another BC game sort of thing where it's like, oh, we got all these good guys, but we're stuck in tier 2. You know, it'll be an interesting way to play out. Here comes Crisp here with that scout.
Body
Finally
shot.
tag. Yep.
Oh my goodness.
He's trying to be like Rops.
He is. Jared, being the bait from behind the red box, does get run over as the smoke is deployed. Now it's going to be Panic, the only one able to be active on this B-bomb site. Door opens up, but it's been smoked off as well. That bomb goes down, and there's not enough time as the smoke is blown. Oh, he spots one player turned away, but the shots aren't able to land. Chris coming in from ramp. Shot for him.
Where'd they find that?
Oh, I don't even know. That was a no-scope. I don't even know where it came from. It's 1v1. Panic out of bullets.
Ooh.
P2K out, and it's Sviti to come out on top. Holly Molly now 2 rounds behind Chicken Coop.
Wow. That was an interesting way that the round transpired. But now it's looking a lot more nervous here. Now Chicken Coop on the CT side of Nuke could be staring at an even scoreline here if Holly Molly can obviously get this pistol round underway, but beat the rifles again, because now Holly Molly's been playing good CS now. They're playing pack CS, making sure they're traded out, and they're also just clearing all of their corners. I mean, we saw, I think it was Flash, just, you know, baiting out that scout shot and then watching for that Africa push for Wreckmeister, finding that early, you know, man advantage in the round. And so they're playing good CS. They're playing, you know, heads up active CS. I mean, I feel like on Ancient they were a lot more passive. Now they're realizing what their strengths are, and they're playing to it pretty well.
Yeah, it definitely feels like they've warmed up into this game from some of the first few rounds that felt really too slow. Now, just warming into the strat book, getting used to the map once again. There is a bit of a danger. We see 4 players just chilling down in secret. Reminds me of, you know, it's a secret to everybody right now, except for Chicken Coop. Question is, will this be... okay, that's cool. That's kind of neat. Who needs to learn lineups when you could just be behind red and throw a smoke wall?
Yeah, but that Molotov went a little too close, so Flash doesn't get any information about if somebody's out there or not. But I feel like with that smoke wall being audibly thrown, oof, dropped by a pistol. Okay. They might be inclined to stay secret, but deciding against it, pushing up secret, and finds that player now, sort of opens up this round to be a little awkward. We got a player in vent, player spotted towards mini. Emblem at least notices that jump up, and now this is weird. We got a player in heaven.
I'm sorry.
Everywhere all at once.
Holly Molly spent that entire round in lobby. They weren't searching for information. They had 2 players outside going, where are they now? Where are they now? And they just chilled in lobby. No one went toward ramp to see if anybody was there. There was no one up on Marshmallow. Wait, I'm a little flabbergasted, and I think
that's so unfortunate.
Holly Molly are going to be a little bit confused too. It's like, where were they? Like Chicken Coop hide and seek world champions.
Yeah, but now it's going to be an 8-4 half, because now Holly Molly are on pistols. They had a chance to make it an even half on T-side Nuke, and now it's going to be 8-4 because they fumbled against pistols. That was such a strange round to watch play out. And that's some dire implications now for Holly Molly. But now they're down secret without any sort of hey-so. So now Jared could get surprised here. Aware of the possibility that could already be down. Maybe just double. Oh, Sweet Tea doesn't even need the trade, just drops him instantly.
Tech 9 deleted. There is enough time for Chicken Coop to get on site here as Holly Molly are getting the bomb down. No. Emblem with the 1D. Like looking for more. 2 Panic from behind. Oh, avenges his teammate to the tune of 2. And now it's VT and Omu. 2 versus 3. Waiting for that ramp push to come in. Omu sitting behind the pillar as well. This one could still work out in the way of Holly Molly. VT only gets 1 though. Panic continuing to go huge. Got 3 on the round. Omu gonna shut
like
him right
this.
back down. 1 versus 1 versus
Oof.
drop just pushes into his face, right down his throat, barrel to face, and Chicken Coop. That was a way too close 8-4.
I mean, you have things to be happy about here for Holly Molly, but at the end of the day, I feel like that's sort of a wasted half almost. That was potentially going to be a very good half there, but Holly Molly getting ahead of themselves, letting them loose the pistols and just ruining their eco gives Chicken Coop an 8-4 lead on this half.
I mean, they're on CT side now, so
true. CT side of the map.
There's a chance of a comeback.
The problem though is because like Ancient and Nuke are such different maps. I'm not sure how well that their CT side is gonna transfer onto this, because we saw them take mid very efficiently. But I mean, are they gonna have that same level of aggression towards outside? Is what I'm wondering and hoping.
No, they're gonna have that aggression towards lobby, which is actually really, really common of Holly Molly. They get in lobby a lot, and it works out well. Lose to drop down to that 1 versus 1, but it's Omu on the other side to battle him out, and Omu has bailed out Holly Molly's pistols a lot. Oh, drop walks right past.
I thought he would have noticed that the door wasn't fully opened, but I guess that's not the case. That was strange.
It's pistol round.
That was a weird round.
Ghosts.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, it's the first CT just completely blindsided, and then all of a sudden there was so many like 2v2 duels that were happening all over lobby, and then just all of a sudden 1v1, and then just opposite try and drop down vent, and that's that. So Holly Molly here with the chance to crack back into this with this conversion round. They'll be at 6-8, and it's looking like Chicken Coop decided to half buy into this. So without a bomb plant or a few kills, this might be another sort of similar buy in the next round. So could very well be 8-7 scoreline potentially. Flash going to open this up with the FAMAS kill onto Jared. And Flash, yeah, farming the eco now. Finding 3 outside. Larry will chime in, finding Wreck. And now it's just Crisp in 1v5. And Larry will close that round out. So, getting some stat padding in there. Flash, now above even.
I mean, I should hope so. Those 1Ds were looking pretty nice. I would hope that the rest of the kills look equally as nice. I mean, hey, it's an anti-eco versus Chicken Coop. You expect to win. Holly Molly, they meet expectations. Now we see, can they keep it rolling through the gun round?
First and drop finds Omu, though.
Is no.
No, this is not looking nice. And I mean, you're up against 3 Galils. You only had 2 AKs on the tees here because of those second round investments that they did. Now it's an early 3v5 queued up. Emblem will at least find drop. Sort of closing the distance, and at least Crisp is now sort of limping away. So this isn't out of the question yet for Holly Molly. They got to find where these tees are, though. It's looking like they're fully rooting through, CT spawn, getting boosted up into heaven. Oh, the reaggress towards Secret. 2 for 2 now. Emblem left up against Jared and Panic. Shots ring out, so now they know they're mini. It's ahead of this. And Jared will close it out for Chicken Coop. So that is the first gun round of the half going the way of Chicken Coop.
That is dangerous. Holly Molly really needed that to go their way if they wanted to close the gap. They are going to have guns bought up. So, even if the anti-eco doesn't go their way, they've got one last chance to really make a mark on this half before Chicken Coop run away with it. And I mean, this is as good a round as any. The utility isn't perfect. The weapons aren't perfect. There's a Mac 10. There's Galils. This is an opportunity still for Holly Molly with that AWP of Omu. I was talking about how some magic that he can pull off. We'll see if it happens this round. 4 players outside for Chicken Coop. In the court of Flash. Can they hold their nerve? Can they hold their will? The flashes burst all around. No. Jared going to be the one to catch him off guard. That might just be the defense just toppling. 2 versus 4. Where the question I've got to ask is, where's Omu on that AWP? Because everyone else has died. He's up in heaven and he's blasted away. Oh, can you get that up? Reach it.
No.
Not quite.
Yeah. I mean, it is sort of strange to ask of Omu to have, a little bit better game. I mean, there's 15 and 12, but I mean, their teammates are actually woken up. Everybody has a very similar scoreline, it seems, to each other. It's just looking like Chicken Coop might just be the better team on this map so far. I mean, 6-10 scoreline. The buy rounds really haven't gone the way, and I mean, you also let a few T-side buy rounds go the way of Chicken Coop when they just had pistols. So stumbling around is Holly Molly a bit, now forced to just play on pistols now as Chicken Coop sits in lobby waiting for an overextension.
This is my favorite thing ever. 4 players in the rafters, boosted on top of each other, and Omu gonna be the
That
bait
kills him?
who is Kobe'd away.
He looks so far away from that.
Yeah, well, without
I
armor.
guess I didn't see his health. Yeah.
Smile for the team photo, guys. Chicken Coop, I think, are going to be avoiding this. It is always funny when this works. Like, the one person that walks in and dies to it is like, oh, they're doing that thing.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it is rare that you get more than one there. So it's just like the person who dies to it just sort of has to just like look at it and laugh, and you're like, okay, I'll be the one getting found out by that. Yep, bomb plant being had, and now Panic is there to eco frag a bit, looking to get above negative, hopefully, with the piece. Taps aren't connecting though, so Wreckmeister coming in help him out against these pistols.
Well,
Yeah,
here's
Mac
Drop
10
with the
farming
Mac 10.
now. Bingo. Oh, okay, Flash.
Oh, get Leadify.
Can't find a second though, but a knife's a knife. At least that'll probably actually now you can drop Omu that off again though, at least. So maybe it'll be worth it in the end, actually.
Yeah, that'll definitely give you a kick in the pants to get started. That AWP is going to be huge. Omu not running away with this as much as he did on Ancient. I kind of attribute that to how slow some of those T-side rounds were to get started. He was playing less of the star and more of a team player with the rest of the team. It's just I'm a little bit confused.
First time out though. Yeah, just a bit. I feel like on Nuke though, it's a lot harder to have a star performance. I mean, you look at a player. Let's take Rain for example. Like Rain or Donk, when you put them on the outside position with M4, they're going to be the ones finding the smoke kills and all the sprays through that. But when you have a star player as an Omu and they're not playing in like Heaven with the op or Garage, see, this is what the type of plays you want to see from your star now. Getting an aggressive angle on the outside. And ooh, Flash getting overlooked here.
Another knife? Not another knife. Flash was like, oh, I want to go for it, but no. Better to...
Yeah.
You're too far behind to be taking risks like that. Risks like, oh, there's so many FAMASs, but they're so impactful. Svitiav top hut.
They're kissing in secret. Or squeaky. Yeah. You couldn't go for the knife there because you could just get spotted from Marsh. But yeah, great round there for the CTs. Actually grouping up, getting tucked into that Africa position while Omu's holding red. And yeah, just trading each other out. The FAMAS's doing work on the A-bomb site, realizing that they pushed outside. They're like, well, we could have a timing here in A. But closing out the round was Holly Molly. That's a round you want to see. This will get the boys back in the swing of things, help the mental out. And that's great to see that you finally take an attack, I think the first time this matchup, and you get a round conversion off of it. So that's a good thing to see. Omu, unshaken on this line, finds 2.
That is huge. Holly Molly, if they win this, they're going to have themselves another opportunity to play comeback. Omu does miss a shot, but has spoiler. And Larry Wick able to reel things in. Crisp now, 1 versus 5.
Oof. Hold up.
I was about to say it's not likely to happen, but the first two drop. Maybe.
Flash is one bullet away from death. We've seen Zontix do it before. Crisp, what do you got in store for us?
No way. Holly Molly, you can't let this happen. You cannot let yourself get 1v5'd at this juncture.
Yeah, and they have bomb control too now. So now this is really doable. I mean, Crisp has plenty of time to walk around. You got 40 seconds left on the clock. That's plenty of time. What can you do, Crisp? Surprise us. Got a Molly in the back pocket as well. Ooh, were they spotted in mini? No, Flash is going to overlook this. Maybe. Oh, there's a timing here. What a timing.
Oh, there's the elbow
the one.
And the kill, but
Oh,
doesn't
no,
know
not
there's
the
a
second.
second.
Ooh. So close. You had us wanting, Crisp. That'll be Holly Molly to take the second. But even with those crazy Crisp antics, I want to point out that I'm not sure how Flash was able to live that long, because when Omu found their doubles in that round, it was actually Flash who was taking the brunt of the damage on that unbreakable box there. I think Omu was still in heaven or in a different position. And then that secret push came up and Flash was able to catch that one player off guard, because even though he sat unbreakable for the whole round, he never moved. And I'm not sure if that wasn't calm or not, but I mean, that was a great play there. You know, you hate to see a 1v5 be that close and not closed out, but still, good round there from both sides, honestly. Not letting that slip away from you and then getting it that close.
Well, this is the opportunity here that Holly Molly have been waiting for. Now they've got an opportunity in the driver's seat, so to speak, with the weapons. SVT going to be posted up top hut. Oh, just laying death down below. 3 kills on this M4. And Chicken Coop just laid out in front of them. 9-11. Nice, quick, easy round.
Yeah. I mean, they're still searching for match point here. And now, with that save, at least it'll be another full buy here. But now it is still, up for debate here, because now the CTs have somewhat of a stronger economy. I think Larry here just barely operating under $1,000. And I mean, if you don't convert this round for Chicken Coop and don't secure that map point, it's getting scary.
Yeah, I'm a little
blocks
bit
and
worried
outside smoke
for Chicken Coop. It's looking like a very possible, very doable map number 3 on this buy, and already the Tech 9 of drop erased.
Yeah, Omu already found out. Luckily, that's Crisp though. Opening it back up, and now you have the rest of your players in mini. But look at Flash. What a quick reroute. Oh no, not that. Not like that, son.
Oh, not like this. Larry inside of hut. He's getting melted, but he's still got the kill. Look at his HP though, down on 24.
Yeah, and it's a 2v3 now. Oh, this is so unfortunate for Holly Molly. You were so close.
So close just to
but Larry,
fall.
though, finds the one.
Both
2v2 now, queued up.
Sitting on this bomb. They're going to hatch it like an egg. Holly Molly forced to come to them. And no explosives to speak of. So Larry just looking to sneak around. Flashy
that's
T.
huge.
Good opening onto Panic. Here goes the nade into heaven, but it's not. There's nobody home there. And Jared, the old man, here to close things out for Chicken Coop. 12-9. And it's map and series point. 2-0. Chicken Coop staring down the barrel.
What a close round. That could have been gone any other way. But that nade going heaven instead of back sight. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's what gave away that round. It was so close. And now Chicken Coop can sit in the peace of mind now that they secured map point. I mean, that's such a great mental thing to have, is once you're like, hey, worst case scenario, it goes to OT now. So now you can take this time, mentally reset, get yourself locked in to actually close this map out now. Oh, Crisp. Ooh, nearly found out by Flash. Turns around, but unable to get any bullets off. Yeah. But Sweetie is in a prime position here. If they get up to clock... Ooh, that was audible, though. They might get found out. Larry, though, finds drop in the vent.
My goodness. The buy is so all over the place for both of these teams. There's Mac 10s. There's MP 9s.
This is a strange round. But it's looking like they're clearing trophy at the same time that the T's are clearing outside again. So this is getting weird again. Wreckmeister operating with a MAC-10, clearing out these double doors. But Sweet Teal dropped the single door player. Now that makes it awkward. 4v3 now queued up for the T's. I think we have Crisp in mini with the AWP. Lets a shot ring out. So now this is getting really weird. Omu, though, posted up with the AWP. Finds the vent player of Wreckmeister. Jared now and Crisps doubling up. Trying to figure out a way to open up this round for them. But Omu reroutes to Hut. Doubles up with Larry. And that is a round for Holly Molly there. Greatly played there.
I mean, our Chicken Coop rushing to get this one closed out. It kind of feels like things are starting to go a little bit awry. I don't think they were expecting Holly Molly to put up as much of a fight as they put up in both this map and the last. But they're kind of getting, I mean, I'm just so shocked that
it's one thing. Yeah, it's one thing to comment about how, dominating rounds can be. It's another thing to try and figure out a way to explain how close rounds are and how they get found out. But Omu doubling up at least against these pistols, at least that gives information away that they're all running B. Emblem can go big here, deciding to just tuck, wait for teammates, letting them go past. Playing with the doors, that's strange. I think Emblem hit him on a miss. I don't think they were trying to hit Jared there, but Drap will trade that out, picks up the M4. Omu with a third in the round.
This is Omu's house. You're just
another ace clutch. Yeah. Drop. 2 kills on M4. Missed shot from Omu.
Good nade, though. That'll weaken him up, softens him up. Gives the opportunity for the USP to come out and finish the job.
Yep, 4K now. And now it comes down to this. Will Chicken Coop close it out in regulation? Or are we going to take this to OT? I mean, this has been a full-on brawl going on so far.
Well, we're getting all 24 one way or another. No AWPs on the side of Chicken Coop for that T side magic. Just going to be AKs and Dreams. Plenty of utility in the tank as well. See if Chicken Coop can close this one out.
Yeah.
Already.
I don't think this is how they expected it. And now I'm sure they're questioning themselves a lot. They're definitely going to be nervous walking in this round. Wreckmeister fully clearing out this Africa position. Panic, making sure Glaive's cleared out. It's looking like a 2-2 and 1 outside. I think Omu taking this op towards ramp, it seems, with Emblem as the side man. Flash tucked into this awkward position in front of garage. Here comes the second wave out of outside smokes. Now, approaching a minute left into this round, what is going to be had for this?
You can feel the tension here. Chicken Coop, they're so nervous. They would love to be done with this. They would love, the series, it started late as it is. They had to wait for the substitute. They had to wait for the rounds, and now they might have to play even more.
Yeah, and that's audible. Fully cleared and out lobby. They know it's going to be a ramp play. Okay, Jared at least finds Flash, but Larry trades. Not really trades, that's a different player, but now it's a 4v4 queued up. Omu now gets information of where they're finishing. Doesn't overextend a bit, playing this perfectly. Baits out a Flash. But look at this, Chicken Coop has no more utility left.
Yeah,
they just have to play this dry.
Well, they do get the bomb down, at the very least. They're going to force initiative back onto Holly Molly. Emblem looking to be the first player, peeking on out, drawing out the fire from Chicken Coop. Sends out Svt to take the first shots. Good kill. 3 versus 4.
No.
Omu again. This is his house, and he's not giving Chicken Coop any room to play. You better, if you're going to come to Omu's house, you better not miss. Overtime enabled. Holly Molly sees 12.
Oh, Lord, yeah. Omu now carrying this Holly Molly team a bit, 26 and 16. But, I mean, the only other 2 players that are negative is Emblem and Larry. I mean, Larry's just 1 kill off of being even. And look at the flip side of that. You got Wreckmeister, normally one of your better players on Chicken Coop, sort of struggling 13 and 20, Panic on 12 and 20 now too. It's just sort of Crisp and Jared here cracking open these rounds. And I mean, looking at the KDs of each team, you wouldn't expect this to be a fully even game, but you know, here comes the mental reset of overtime. Sweet Tea already taken down to 15, but Flash will actually be the one to find the first kill of the round, giving Holly Molly now an opening into this round. Oh, but flashed off the sightline on red. Omu gets dropped, but Flash still is here. Drops the bomb. Now that's audible. Picks up the op. Larry finds another one on the drop. And now Chris, playing around with the op, still knows one's red. Jared finally finds the one, but it's still a 3v2 queued up now for Chicken Coop.
Yeah, but look at where Holly Molly are positioned. There's 3 players in lobby upper. Chicken Coop could walk in behind them and make this round extremely awkward. 1 minute and 5 seconds. Crisp queued up, waiting for the push outside.
Oh,
it's going to be called away. Chicken Coop are just waiting to see if Holly Molly push into them.
Oh,
and,
no.
Oh, they push into them. They absolutely have. Crisp needs to turn around right now. They're just dancing around. Red! Crisp going to get the upper hand, but not expecting more. Jared now has to clean this one up. His team has made a mess, and the old man's here to mop it up.
Holly Molly. That is... You overcooked that chicken so much. Oh, no. You don't kill the operator immediately. You let them walk into each other, and now that mini player is, not exposed and able to clear it out. Wow. And yeah, now they finally took a tech after this one. That's insane.
I would like to make a note here. I keep calling Jared the old man because he's the one that owned teams, but Crisp, Panic, and Jared are all the same age. So I'm used to him being the dad of the team, but just wanted to make sure to rectify that.
But I mean, that is such an unfortunate round to let Holly Molly slip through his fingers. I mean, that they had that round in the palm of their hand, and they snatched defeat from the jaws of victory there.
Well, 13-12, just in the way that overtime goes a lot of the time, the team on 12 wins the first round of overtime when they get pushed to it. I was reading up on why this might happen, and I think a lot of the time it's because when you finally do get overtime, the pressure's off, and so you're playing like it. That was very much a loose round.
Definitely, and I mean, once you get OT, then your financial worries go away. Your worries about, fumbling and, not closing it out also go away. It's the great mental reset that OT brings. And so early man advantage now for Chicken Coop after Holly Molly definitely gave that round away. So now they're looking to extend that 13, score into a 14 because this is still T-side, Nuke. CT is where it's really at. And I mean, they had an 8-4 score when it came to CT. So, I mean, even another round here for Chicken Coop, that gives them a huge advantage to close this out because their CT side was so strong.
Oh, that's not a good opener, though, for Holly Molly. They're hoping to push this to a third map on their own map pick. Omu needs to go huge here. He's got one. The second one evades him. And it's all she wrote. Chicken Coop now on a 2-round advantage on the T side of overtime.
Yeah, but I mean, look at Holly Molly's perspective now. They let that round previously slip through them, and now they're trying to make a play. They're trying to get themselves back into the position that they let go. And with that, overextensions, you get greedy. You take fights that you're not supposed to take, and that's how you get a 4v5 into the early seconds of the round, and then it just all goes downhill from there. So now, last round of the first half of OT, you're looking at an early disadvantage, but Omu doubling up now. Larry will find a second, and now it's an early 2v4 now queued up.
Yeah, that kind of showed up out of nowhere. But, I mean, Chicken Coop have been looking really, really good in these late rounds. That nade is destined for Wreckmeister, just barely leaving him with a scratch of HP. That might be enough. That might be enough to make Holly Molly regret this. Flash just playing outside of Unbreakable. No one...
Oh.
Well, the bullets do go through in the end.
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised there wasn't reinforcements earlier there, and they were holding on for a Molotov for so long. They could have closed out at least one of the positions you could have fought from. And I mean, Wreckmeister was on 6 HP, so that's a weird fight to let pass you. But still man advantage for the CTs here. Nothing that devastating yet, but I mean, they might have to overcook this again, and that's where it can get dangerous in these late rounds, is where Holly Molly is the more unexperienced team in this. Oh no, and Wreck finds a second. That is not something you want to happen. Still operating on 6 HP.
6 is all he needs, apparently. What I love is there's players inside of the spawns. Jared just leaving the spawn after playing this so far back, waiting for the push out of Holly Molly that they don't give him. It looks like, that might be the right decision. Finally not pushing all the way down your opponent's spawn. Works out.
Yeah, but I mean, look at but the damage on Omu is kind of significant too. I mean, 6 HP still at least finds 50 of the other ones. And so now 2v1 queued up for Jared, but half HP on the Opper, full HP on Sweet Tea. But now this is a good position. This is interesting. Opting to hide behind the open double door. Yeah.
Oh, this could go
huge. I just walked straight past him. They could see the barrel here. Oh no. Oh. Omu. And again, Omu is just bailing out Holly Molly at 4K in that round. Will get them their only round of CTOT.
That's dangerous. Considering how the T side went for Holly Molly, although for both of these teams, they had a pretty lackluster T side. Now it's going to have to be big in overtime. But we're going to start off with a little bit of technical timeout with Emblem falling off the server.
It appears to be. I mean, Omu dropping 30. You're 31 and 18. Look at the rest of your team. Nobody's cracking even. I mean, we already talked about how much Omu was a carry, but now you can visually see it now. That they're only down around in OT with one single player being positive. Nearly double positive at that. But I mean, look at the flip side. You got Wreckmeister had a few round heroics after that. I think they were 16 and 22 earlier. Panic's at 13 and 22, drops at 20 and 23. It's just sort of Crisp and Jared, being the dynamic duo of Chicken Coop. So,
yeah, I mean, sometimes that's all you need for your team to win. I feel like I bring it up a lot. Omu's crested 30, and that's brought Holly Molly all the way from way behind to overtime to 14-13.
Yeah.
Sometimes one good player is all you need.
Yeah, and that's sort of the case to be had. I mean, as soon as any other one of these teams or players on either of these teams step up, I think the game will be done. Just a few more impact from either players could be huge, and there's drop now.
Speaking of impact.
Finding do. Yeah, bingo. And Omu fully mollies out Wreckmeister. Gets traded out. At least Larry will find the one. So 2v3 queued up now. Both players full HP. Panic sort of just edging in the smoke. Oh, but they drop down. Sweet Tea now. Brought low, but still has a chance to at least make it a post-plant position. Might get caught off trying to jump back into single. No, takes the fight. And Jared now closes it out. It's just Larry left to deny map point for Holly Molly. Misses the first spray. Now position is revealed. Tap on the bomb. Gets dinked. Molly goes away though. Hold up.
Oh, just spots
Finds
the head
the
out.
one. But still so much time left to defuse. And now it's Chicken Coop back on map point again. And now it's on the easy side to close it out. Having 2 rounds of possibility to finish it.
Yeah, I don't know how much I like Holly Molly's chances around buffer, but they've come back from worse. They could conceivably make this one happen. Omu, he didn't go for the AWP last round, so this round, picking that up for the T side of overtime.
It's interesting to see that he didn't opt to pick that, because he has so much impact on this op. I mean, op 4K is basically what took him into OT for this map, but We'll have to see what they can get out of it now. Snade could get some good damage here, knocking down Laird to 68. Now,
This is
Chris
so
could get find out here. Yeah, this is an
this is
awkward
so
angle to be
greedy.
had for.
Omu up on top
there's
of red.
such
Look at how many angles he's got to look at. Just one to the other to the other. He's just expecting not to get timed spots. The nades flying around. Has to nail these shots. Isn't able to, but he's the bait. And Emblem is the hook.
Yeah, that was an interesting way. I'm not sure how that sort of panned out because I think Crisp had a free shot on him and just missed. But here's Omu, double miss, going both ways, getting shot. And now Flash finds Wreckmeister now in secret. Now look at this. Omu is just playing as the flank position as the rest of the T's run downstairs to close out and plant. Oh, hello. Crisp's not aware of the ramp position being vulnerable, and now Lario finds an easy one. And now it's just Jared and Drop here.
Well,
now this is an interesting. I haven't seen this before.
Yeah, 25 seconds. This is a very risky spot. As soon as somebody opens the door, they know you're there. Bottom sight runneth over. Drop able to get one, but that's not enough to convert. One round between us and more overtime.
More Counter-Strike is what we need.
Always.
And now we still have Omu now, still operating on this op. Didn't find the impact that we were expecting of them, but still able to, bait out a shot and at least get some trades going in. But Crisp here, not as impactful with this op. We still have it here. That is funny.
I can't reach it. I can't reach it.
We would call that a ground rule double if this was baseball.
It's a ground rule when you shoot the pitcher in the kneecaps? That's a rule
Maybe.
I didn't know about.
Yeah.
Low
this is
HP for
interesting
Holly
now.
Molly.
Yeah. But I think they're waiting for an overextension now. I think they might expect Chicken Coop to be, over aggressive now.
This is something we saw in regulation where Holly Molly get started so slowly and then they run out of time to act. Down to a minute already, a full 5v5 still for what could be the final round or what could be sending us to more overtime. And Holly Molly are just getting started outside. They do have the nades to put down a smoke wall to block off Chicken Coop. Looks like they'll put down the diag smokes, block off any Heaven players. Wreckmeister still playing outside, still waiting for the push across. Just going to spot a wall of smokes. Holly Molly slowly scuttle across. First player down going to be Flash. Panic waiting for him. 25 seconds and Holly Molly just finally getting so close to this B-bomb site. Now they're going to go loud. Now they're going to get messy. The full execute coming in through double. You can hear the smoke, the fire already ticking on one. Panic beheads Omu. That is huge. Now it's just rifles left standing. Crisp deletes Flash ET from ramp. Panic for another. And I think this one might be over. They're going to get the bomb down, but it does not matter. There's a full timer for a defuse here. Chicken Coop, easy pickings, GG's. Oh, we're gonna
let's
take
get the
another look at that.
get the replay of the stuck smoke. But
where's the smoke?
Yeah, Holly Molly. I feel like just took way too long. You gave the CTs so much time to push everywhere else and figure out where everybody else was that you were just forced to go to B, and they were just 5v5 queued up instantly there and just able to close that out without so much of a fight. I think there was 4 CTs or 5 CTs still left alive once it was all said and done. So maybe not the result we expected, from Chicken Coop having such a struggle, but regardless, it's a win for Chicken Coop and an amazing showing there for Holly Molly.
Yep, and that means that Chicken Coop head off to the finals to face off against Regain. So, do we have production? Do we know when that game is going to be for the chat? All right, we don't have that game scheduled just yet. It should be soon. But until then, use scl.gg to plan out your games. STJ, any final words before we send it?
I mean, I had fun. That was, like I said, an amazing watch. I mean, Holly Molly coming into this tournament, everybody was sort of writing them off, and now, I mean, they showed up against one of the, better teams in this competition. So I feel like they have an exciting season to look forward. And maybe if all goes well for Omu, they might get a call up from, maybe a different team there. But regardless, I'm happy for both sides of of each team. And yeah, just GG's to all.
GG's to all. Well, chat, make sure you're following our Twitter to know when the finals are going to be. We'll make sure to keep you updated there. With that being said, I want to say thanks from me. Thanks from production. We had Firehawk and Cameron King on production and observation. Myself, Floofies. We had Small Tiny Jesus. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Peace.